4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see it to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football in a good spot on 3rd down.
Let's go. 1, 9.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. And the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Gilchrist. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Watson hands this to Foreman. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one, he's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
Charles, that's an important 3rd down stop. You don't want to spot him 2 touchdowns here early.
You're trying to slow momentum down. You've already given up the score. They're coming right back at you. You're exactly right. Being able to hold them there and force a decision on 4th down, that's big for the defense.
On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Foxborough. It's the Dolphins that have jumped out to the early lead against the Patriots. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Manning to throw on 2nd down. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. It's caught. Shepard. He's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick.
And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Rashid Hagman breaking through to get him for a loss of 7.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
On second down, here's Manning. And incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. And it's third down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
On third and long, it's Manning. Going to throw right side here, complete. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Manning now on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Mike Pennell breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. Manning to throw on second down. His throw incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara. And it's third down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for.
This offense so far on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a third and goal here. Manning now to throw. Forced out to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Able to pick up a dozen yards there on the scramble, but not enough. Fourth down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
And Catanzaro's kick is right through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. Got the guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Here's Foreman. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
Here's Watson now on second down. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that at just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Let's go! Brand 38!
On third down, Watson. And he fires one, but incomplete.
One of the best routes, one of the favorite routes of any play caller. He just ran that one. Nice little angle route. That's supposed to be a catch, and usually it is, and the running back dropped it.
Yeah, I mean, he's a running back, but he's got hands. He should have caught it. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Here's Beckham. 12 yards on the return that time. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker, and he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Rashid Hageman in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. On second down, Kamara. And now running right through it. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
I've yet to meet a wide receiver who likes to block more than catching the football. But the best ones understand that that's how they'll actually get more passes thrown to them if they help in the run game. And anytime you get a run of that yardage, that means the wide receivers did help. They get down to what a lot of people call the 2nd level, the linebackers, or the 3rd level where the defensive backs are, and they get out in front and put their bodies out there and create more space for their runners to gain the yardage.
Steps away to his left. And some space here. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. So 1:56 to play in this first half. We're back to East Rutherford. But first, this timeout. The Giants on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Manning escapes the sack. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Whitney Merciless able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Brad Wing now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. That'll go for only 17 yards on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And an update from up in Foxborough. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout.
Let's go! 1, 2, 3.
On first down, it's Watson. And this one is incomplete.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you got to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively.
Come on, let's go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Texans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd down and 12. Watson off play action. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. On 1st and 10, Watson. Flush to his right. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's go!
Off of play action, it's Watson. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Second down here after the incomplete pass. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. Here's Watson going deep this time for Miller. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken short. And up past the 35, a very good return, but a penalty down. That may negate all the good work. So that will push him back.
And now we know why he had a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
A give. This is Kamara. They find some open field here. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throw.
Odell Beckham Jr., the 20. And he'll be down deep in Houston territory. Manning to Beckham, a big play there. 42 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. Trying the left side with Kamara. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now Manning throwing on second down. Buying time to his left. And he is knocked down from the side. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. right there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are in for 6. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
Watson. And this is incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Now it's Watson. Now they go screen. It's complete. He'll have a first down past the 40. And brought down, but the juke, the very nice juke, gives him the first down yardage there. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. Now Foreman. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
On second down, here's Watson. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
The Texans on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap for Watson. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Andrew Adams. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. A 10th carry for Kamara. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. They run it again with Kamara. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup. And now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. The Giants on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Now a play fake. Manning. And he will find his man on the outside. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Kamara. And as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Into the red zone now. Manning. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Now Manning. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Evan Ingram, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants add on to their lead. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on, and remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
Yeah, my bad.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage will be found.
After the run, Watson going to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
3rd and long. It's Watson. Miller on the catch over the middle. And now Miller hit, and he fumbles. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
They make so many catches that are so tough, so acrobatic, so difficult, that often surprises me when they actually turn the ball over. You know, when the ball actually comes free. It's amazing sometimes because of what we see them do on so many different plays.
Had the catch, but couldn't control it on the contact. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it. They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. Unable to connect on the 1st down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be knocked down sideways at the 22-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out. But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
A run by Foreman to start the drive. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. To throw is Watson. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Watson, and finding Fedorowicz. And he'll be shoved to the turf that time at the 46. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. So the offense has it 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. To throw on 2nd is Watson. And he slings one that's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Faking the give. Now Watson. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And New York set to take the field. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
Bernardrick McKinney. Tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. The Giants on third down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Manning going to give it to Perkins. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. And now the Texans want to call another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not even.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. B.J. Goodson not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this.
Ohio! Ohio! Let's go! Try it, 38! Ohio! Ohio!
Watson now looking to throw on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Texans on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This will be 3rd and 19. Now Watson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And they got 29 yards there. And the Texans are going to have a first. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be 2nd down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Now it's Watson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there. And in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
Let's go! Ohio! Ohio!
Watson. And he's got it over the middle. Fedorowicz. And he lost the football. And who's got it? The Giants.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
And not great starting field position here for the offense. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. Whoosh. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe some season and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And some room to roam now. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Again, it's Kamara. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. On the ground, this is Kamara. Fighting through, and he's got space. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line. Yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. Meanwhile, in Foxborough, they're in the fourth quarter. The Dolphins have added on, and they seem to be pulling away in that one. A win would be their second on the young season. Manning looking to throw it, looking for the end zone. And this one incomplete. Well, apparently taking a knee is not in vogue. They're not able to add another touchdown on. And now the ball game is over. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf.